Good morning from the lake. There's Garrett. Here I am. We are gonna go catch some fish. I guess the water temp's 45 degrees. I have no idea what to expect, but it's a beautiful morning. It's like 30 degrees outside, but it feels crisp. It's not windy, thankfully. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just wanna catch some fish today, man. That's pretty much it. That's it. That didn't take him very long. I'm just setting up my camera over here, and old homeboy catches one. Tied a little 40-pound monofilament leader on this with a swivel. The only reason is because there's a lot of toothy critters in here, and I thought maybe that would save me a spinnerbait or two. Oh, just got bumped. I bet you that was a stinking pike. He's probably gonna come back for it. Come on. Nothing following it. Something bumped it for sure. What just happened? Why did that just cast right off? I guess I won't be throwing the spinnerbait for a while. No way. My boy Garrett, that is my boy right there. Oh my gosh, he got it for me. That, my friends, is service. My knot is still there. So I tie good knots. I don't know. I wonder if when I got bumped, something literally bumped before the line, like on the line, and put a nick in it or something. I don't know. Oh, coffee time. My stubborn self wants to keep throwing the spinnerbait. God, what's the deal? I gotta put on a dang chatterbait, man. I was trying to avoid it. You failed me, Mr. Spinnerbait. Tried and true, chatterbait elite with my little Zoom speed craw on there. I've caught about 1 billion fish on this. Another one? Gosh dang it, Garrett's kicking my butt today, man. Good release, bud.
To drop him, he literally just sticks right through my glove. I'm like, sweet.
Oh, I've had enough of this. Garrett's beating me 4-0. What are you doing? He's kicking my butt, people. I've had enough of this man. I've had enough of this man.
Holy crap, you hit that thing.
Oh, there's one. I feel like this might be a pike. The way he bit was very pikey to me. That was a weird bite. And if it's gonna be a slimy creature, it is.
It's a big one too.
Man, now that's service. Thanks, Garrett. Good news, people. I now have a slimy pickle to my name. Maybe I'll just make this video called I got my butt kicked by a superior angler. No way. You little. Dadgum. Old buddy boy over there is whooping my butt. I will have my redemption. This really makes me look bad on my own YouTube channel, dude. Can you please stop? Can you just stop throttling them so much? I'm allergic to not catching bass. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can catch a bluegill. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Mule jig for the win, got a perch. Okay, this, my friends, is what these fish eat. But sometimes catching small fish like this is actually super beneficial, and I'll tell you why. Understanding what the forage looks like in a lake is actually highly beneficial. If you can mimic that, you're probably gonna catch every pike in this lake. Oh, there you go, buddy. Sorry, he bonked his head on the side of the boat. Okay, I've got 2 fish. There's one. Species list up. What is this? I think this might be a hybrid in between a... No, I think it's just a bluegill. At first I thought it might be a pumpkin seed bluegill hybrid, but I think it's just a bluegill. All right, species list up to 3. If you slime up your equipment, you're more prone to catching more fish. I don't know why, I just made that up. Okay, quick update for you. I'm still getting my butt kicked, but I'm up to 3 species, which I'm pretty pumped about. We got Garrett back here. We just switched locations. We kind of moved over to this bigger side of the lake. It's kind of 2 lakes, but it's kind of 1 lake. It's got 2 sides. One's big, one's small. We fished the small side. He caught bass. I didn't. I got to get my redemption. I got to catch some bass. I trust the process. You know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. That drone footage was cool. Let's start casting and blasting. Let's do this thing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There's a fish. Look at that, pike. Jackhammer pike. You gotta be careful with these guys. You don't wanna, oh, that works. Keep the jackhammer, release the pike. What is with this? Why am I getting the pike? Well, we're up to 2 pike, a yellow perch, and a bluegill. Will I catch a bass today? Like, honestly, that's my main question at this point. Am I gonna catch a bass? There's a fish. Oh my gosh. My first bass. And it's an absolute dinkage. Little chicken nugget, little squeaker, whatever you want to call it. He ain't big, but I like him. Thank you. Okay, I got the juju going now. Got the juju. Boom shakalaka, y'all. Know what I could go for right now? Lemon poppy seed muffin. If you like throwing jackhammers and catching fish in the wind, well then I'm going. Oh my gosh, a freaking pike! Oh, woo! That'll get your blood pumping in the morning. He came and throttled it and just turned his head and ran. That little son of a gun wanted my jackhammer, but I'm not giving it to him. No more pike, no more pickles, please. Those fish freak me out. They are so explosive and aggressive about how they eat. I gotta fish for them at some point. Eventually I will. They will wait until the very last second and attack. The fact that they've run into my kayak is the most absurd thing. Oh my gosh, a pike freaking came up and looked at it. God, these pike freaking love me. Okay, time for my little trick. 1 32 ounce mule jig, chartreuse head, a little bit of a miniature swim bait here. This is essentially like a finesse Ned rig, micro Ned rig, if you will. Actually, a lot of times back in the day when the OG Ned riggers would fish, they would use a jig head very similar to this. They don't make a lot of them anymore, and that's really where I wanted to make something like this, because they just flat out work. That 1 32 ounce a lot of times can catch fish that even a normal Ned rig can't, because they can be really lockjaw, that sort of thing, and this thing just freaking hammers them. Garrett is showing me that a chatterbait works, reaction baits work, but I just, for whatever reason, cannot get into the bass. It would be fantastic if I started catching them on 4-pound test. I've been seeing so much bait fish activity, and I believe that they're small minnows, and I have to believe that there's something eating them. There you go, bruiser. Bruiser alert. Bruiser alert. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, one throttled it. Stupid pike. He's got that down there. Ooh. Look at that little dingus. We might be able to. All right. Okay. There we did it. Ultralight, 4-pound test, hooked up. I turned off my camera there for a second, and I ended up with a pretty decent little bass. I mean, not a giant, but on 4-pound test, that is just straight up fun. The mule jig, baby, chartreuse, 1 32. I was just dead sticking it. All of a sudden, he just popped it. I was not expecting that at all. That's the power of dead sticking small baits, though. Plus, look at that hookup. Man, I freaking got him good. Some people think that you have to use big hooks for bass. I just don't think that's the case. I don't think that you have to do that. I think you just have to pair your equipment up appropriately. I would never throw this jig on anything more than about 8 or 10 pound test personally. But look at that, 4-pound test. That's just fun stuff right there. I love it. Kind of a fat little fish, guys. Beautiful, love it. Boom. Sometimes it takes getting a little creative, using something a little smaller. My second bass of the day came on a stinking 1 32 ounce jig. You gotta love that, folks. You gotta love that. 4-pound test is so fun. I love that so much. GoPros. Oh baby. On the dead stick. Got it up there in the shallows. God, I love it, guys. Little guy. He's about ready to shake his head. See if he'll throw this or not. I'm gonna let him fight it out. 4-pound test. Oh, he's gonna try to jump. Man, this is so fun. I love these fish so much, man. I love ultralights. This is it. You just cannot beat this kind of stuff, man. It's so fun. Look at how that rod just doubles over. He's just running for deeper water, trying to find a weed bed or something. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Not a giant fish by any means, but golly, they like to fight. He's a lot bigger than I thought. Oh, he's getting in the motor. Getting in the motor. Yeah, baby. Got to get down and dirty. Boom, shakalaka. Look at that hookup. Look at that. Pinned him. Pinned him on the little jig. Oh, that is mule-tastic. Is that a thing to say? No, I don't know, but I like it. Beautiful, beautiful specimen right there. See you, buddy. Oh, he's stuck to my glove. I'm sorry about that, bud. Garrett's up there stroking him on reaction baits, and I just, for whatever reason, could not get into him. All I catch is pike. I start throwing the finesse, and go figure. I'll come back to you, Mr. Mule Jig, but for now, we're gonna chatter. Oh, I think that was a Mr. Pikey. The blades stop ticking. A lot of times that's their first little swipe at it. That's what I've noticed on like all the bites, is I feel something first and then they come back for it. I set the hook too quick, but I'm glad I did because I don't want a pike. But they'll hit it and it'll make the blade stop for just a split second. And it's definitely a fish. Like that was definite. Oh, there he is again. There he is. Same fish. I guarantee that's a pike. No, he popped off. Back to the small lake, boys. Let's go catch some more bass, boys. Today is a fun day, boys. The boys. We the boys. Oh, he's got another one. Another one. That's a bass. That's a big bass. That's a juicy bass. Well, turned off the camera for a little bit, put the jackhammer to use, caught me a little bass. There we are, folks. Haven't caught any giants today, but been having a lot of fun. They're probably gonna turn off completely for the next 24 to 48 hours. So they probably wanna slurp up some food right now, store up a little calorie action. It's just the same way that if you know a big snow is coming and you're like, I'm just gonna sit around and do nothing and maybe, oh, fishy, here we go. Best one of the day for me, you know. I love my little rhymes and stuff. Whee! Oh, looky there. Oh, doubles on deck. Doubles on deck, boys. Oh, looky there, boys. Jackhammer, Thunder Cricket. Which one's better? Nobody really knows. Mine is kind of a interesting looking fish.
Yeah, he's really silver.
He's weird. He's cool. I like him. Buddy, there you go. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, what I was saying is, like, you know, when it's about ready to be super snowy and stuff, you want to, you know, get as much food in your house as possible. But bass don't have a house, guys. So they have to just put it in their belly.
Bass don't have a house.
Big girl. Garrett's kicking my tuchus today, boys. You need some help landing her? Bring her up to me, bud. Bring her closer, bud. I'll lip her for you, bud. Oh, looky there. Oh, wow. I don't know why I'm still talking like that. The hook just popped right out, boys. You want a picture with her? I'll turn her loose for you. Garrett only takes me fishing solely so he can beat me on my own YouTube channel. And we've been fishing for a long time, but hey, let's show you one more. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a pike. It's a pike. It's a pike. It's my first pike on the mule jig. Am I gonna get him? I am, guys. I'm gonna get him. Don't you do that to me, you stink. You stink. He's got it deep down his gullet. How did I do that? Ah, I feel good. I just caught a little pike on the mule jig. Dudes, my dudes, how? How did 4-pound Tess survive that? How? Can you tell me how? Can you tell me how? Oh, juicy mama. Causing drama. How does 4-pound Tess survive that, y'all? I guess that's just... some things you'll never understand. Dude, the mule jig catches everything, y'all. All right. That line is trash. Okay, well, that's my first ever pike on the mule jig, and somehow we landed it. Okay, that was a mess, my friends, but it was cool. Okay, see ya.